Hey, Teresa.
Hello.
Guess what time it is?
Are we live?
We are live on What Is for Dinner.
Okay. Hello, guys. So I did all this meal last night. So when we were cleaning up from dinner, I made cauliflower mash and I put chicken bacon ranch in the crock pot, and then I started the crock pot when I left this morning, and when Mark got home today, he put the cauliflower mash in the oven. Easy peasy, all done.
Yep.
So I just took chicken thighs, a big pack of chicken thighs, and I put tons of, well, to be precise, 2.5 blocks of cream cheese. So if you're dairy free, you got to get dairy free cream cheese. And then I cut up a bunch of onions and ranch packet in here, seasoning, and just let it cook all day. If you like a little color, you could put spinach leaves in there. You could put bacon. We used to put sun-dried tomatoes in there, but I can't find any without seed oil. So
Yeah.
it doesn't look good, but it tastes really good.
Yeah, the chicken has just become so tender and
Yeah.
just flaky, and it's so delicious. And then for our seasonings, we use the Redmond's real salt and the Jane's crazy mixed up seasoning.
Yeah, and then I have cheese out, so so will he, cheese, and then I use sour cream on mine.
Oh, are we having pumpernickel bread too?
This is your kids.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah, I bet it's delicious.
I bet it is too. So,
Okay.
okay,
What
and
else?
then cauliflower mash.
Okay.
So boil, and we get a large head of cauliflower from Sam's, and while it's boiling, I melt or, soften 2 blocks of cream cheese, some sour cream, and then this shredded cheese again. Stir it all in together, and then when the cauliflower is done, I drain it and I mash it in the colander, and then I add the cauliflower to the cream cheese mixture, and then I do onions and cheese, and if you want, you can do bacon. When I make it to take places, I top it with green onions to make it fun and pretty, and then bacon. So
Gotcha. And again, how long does that cook for?
well, and so if you took it straight from the stove in there, probably just 20 minutes, but you took it straight from the fridge, and even the glass was cold. So this cooked for about 45 minutes
Okay, gotcha.
on 350.
And this, of course, was cooking all day.
Yeah.
But and then how long did that take to prepare?
Oh,
Super quick.
like the hardest part was opening up the chicken and putting them in there.
Yeah.
So not that hard. Chopped 2 onions, unwrapped 2.5 blocks of cream cheese, and took chicken out of a packet.
Let the crock pot do the rest. Does the heavy lifting.
Yes.
Nice.
It's very easy.
So will any of this cause your blood sugar and your insulin to spike?
No, nothing. Will not cause blood sugar to spike and will not cause insulin to spike. And I don't care about my cholesterol. If you guys want to care about your cholesterol, you can, but there's never been a study showing it's bad or detrimental. So I don't worry about cholesterol with fat. If you want to lose weight, your insulin has to go down. The end. Like there's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. If you want to lose weight, fat loss, you have to bring your insulin down. You have to do fat loss in the kitchen. If you want to work out, fantastic. Working out helps mental stuff, anxiety, depression. It helps people think, clarity.
Bone health.
Bone health, right? You say you talk to God when you're exercising, like on your walk. So it's good for a lot of things, but it's not where you get fat loss from. Fat loss should just be in the kitchen. So if you sprain an ankle or break an arm and suddenly you can't go to the gym for 6 to 8 weeks, nothing should change clothes-wise. You may lose some lean mass and turn to fat, but you shouldn't have to change clothes or buy new clothes.
Gotcha.
So there are lots of people worried about cholesterol, and that is a signal from the pharmaceutical companies that sell medicines to help with cholesterol.
Yeah, just to give an example, so my cholesterol, which one did we run? It was the free or the total cholesterol that I had?
Well, you had the full cardiac IQ, but your cholesterol and LDL is always high.
It is, but what I'm trying to tell people is like when they look at numbers, a lot of times the doctor will say, well, I want your cholesterol below 100 or I want it below 200. Mine was over 300. So when I went to see a doctor at the VA, their head was about to explode. Oh, I got to put you on a statin. I was like, no way, I'm not taking a statin. And just so everybody knows, I have a 300 cholesterol, but I've also had, I've been scoped. I've had an angiogram. So I had somebody look inside me, look inside my arteries for a different issue that wasn't cholesterol related, but I had to get scoped. And I had a, what do you call it? A coronary artery, CAC score. And all of it was perfectly clear, is the point.
And you were in your mid-40s when you had the cardiac catheterization, and the cardiologist came out and she said, oh, he's clear, it's nothing with his heart. And I was like, I wanted to say, You know he's on the keto diet and he takes testosterone. But instead, I've worked on the floor that gets calf patients. So I said, clear like 30% blockage and it's not time to do anything, or clear like 0. And she said, clear like 0. And then he had a CAC score, and his score was, your score was 11. Mine was 99. So cholesterol does not equate to plaque. I have some real life lean mass hyperresponders. His LDL was over 500 and his cholesterol was 500 or 600. And his CAC score is 0. So where we ever got cholesterol makes coronary artery plaque, well, I know where it is, but it's not true.
Yeah.
But if you're scared about it, worried about it, and you want to follow everything your doctor says, fine. Oh, the hair on my head standing up. But they haven't really told us much truth over the years. So you can't think, oh, they just are, fibbing about this and not this. Like, it's all around. And the other night I was really mad, and Mark's like, some of these providers just don't know. You got to know now, because your patients, I'm on some of these Facebook groups for keto and carnivore, and there's 100,000 people in there. I know every day at least somebody comes into your office and says, what about the keto diet? I lost all this weight. What about this? What about that? You can't play ignorance anymore.
Yeah, you've got your first exposure to that in the hormone field, because there's a concerted effort to shut down bioidentical hormones by pharmaceutical companies.
Yes.
For various reasons. But so that was your first kind of discovery into this, and then we went down the path to low carb,
Right.
and we figured that out. And then after COVID, it completely fell apart with where we're questioning things. So in any case,
but we follow Dr. Tro. We love Dr. Tro. He's married to Rosette. Rosette's mixed, but he put out on Facebook today. His patient lost 61 pounds, went off all their medicines, and all their doctor says is now your cholesterol's high. We were at Low Carb USA last summer in San Diego, and met and hung out with, oh gosh, what was Matt, what's his last name? Phillips. No. Okay, anyway, he's a neurosurgeon in New Zealand, and he has the longest standing living glioblastoma patient. That's a brain tumor. It's always terminal. By fasting and extremely low carb. He's going on 7 years living. Okay, that's unheard of with a glioblastoma.
past when he was supposed to die.
Right.
It was like beyond that.
But he went and saw his primary doctor, and all the doctor could say was your LDL is going to kill you. And he's like, well, I have a brain tumor, so.
Yeah, and I got 7 years beyond what I
Right.
was supposed to.
So
Anyway.
I thought Nate was over there. I was going to ask him Matt's last name because they're buds. Is he right there?
Hey Nate, do you remember Matt's last name?
I do not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So anyway, this is just minutia when they start hitting you with all this stuff, but they can't see the forest for the trees. You are much healthier with a low blood sugar. You are much healthier at a lower rate, lower weight, and all this stuff. But all they want to say is cholesterol and LDL. So.
All right. Both of us have to climb down off of our soapbox, don't we? Every day.
Every day.
All right, guys. Well, tell us what you're having for dinner.
Yes.
And we love you all, and we'll see you next time.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.